Ooh, what is that? Hold on, I found something pretty. Ooh. This is like really cool. My precious. Every time I'm my precious. Every single rock that I pick up. I'm so fun to go rock hounding with. Hello everyone. It has been a really long time. Welcome to my friends that are new here. Hello, welcome. This is Alice in Mineral Land, and I'm glad that you're here. To my friends that have been here for a while, oh my gosh, it's been a hot minute since I've seen you, and I cannot wait to update you with all of the things that I have going on, but I have really, really important and exciting news to get to first. So click like, click subscribe, and let's get to it. All right, update for the channel. We have super cool things that are going into production. We're going to change it up a little bit. We're still going to have some rock hounding adventures, but we're going to add in some rock cutting. We're going to add in some tumbling. We are going to add in apparently a bug that's attacking my head. I guess I have a co-host now. We're going to add in some instructional videos, a little bit of education. So we're going to be adding a lot of stuff in. So definitely stay tuned. I'm really excited to share with you what I've been working on. All right, so I want to tell you a story. Ooh, what's that? Hold on, I found a cool rock. Hold on. It wasn't a rock, it was an old bottle cap. So that's the thing I just did. I did not grow up rock hounding. I was a self-appointed city girl. So while I did grow up in the country, that was not where I felt at home. Yeah. Come with you? Where are we going? I liked the city, and I moved there as soon as I could. And I got a beautiful apartment in Santa Monica, California. It's a very densely populated area. I was 1 block from the beach. I had a beautiful job that I loved. I had a great big community, and my life was perfect. Until it wasn't. Whoa, it's deep over here. Careful. Wow, look at all these rocks. You know those things that only happen to other people? One of those things that only happen to other people happened to me. Suddenly, my entire life was unsafe. And I had to leave it, and literally everything, overnight. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I went from having everything I could ever need or hope for or want to absolutely nothing. Even my clothes and my shoes were left behind. I had to start over from scratch. Luckily, I was able to go to a place out in the country, which again wasn't really my first choice, but it wound up being the perfect choice. Oh, peacocks. There's something that happens when everything that you identified by is stripped away. It's scary. You have this loss of identity. Who am I, right? Who am I if it's not my job, and if it's not my friends, and if it's not my home, and if it's not even my clothes? Who am I? And it's scary and overwhelming. And it's really, really hard. And I'll never forget. One day I had to move into this little travel trailer. No kitchen, no fridge. And I looked outside and I saw the forest. Nothing but miles and miles of green. And I thought, I need to go. I need to go out there. I can't explain why. I felt like I needed to start walking, so I did. I didn't even put shoes on. I just started walking, and the more I walked, the more I was able to relax. The farther I got into nature, the farther away I got from the noise of the responsibility, of mourning for all of the things that I had lost, of the worry of how am I going to eat? How am I going to get a car? What am I going to do? All of it just stopped being so overwhelming. The more I walked, the more I found peace. And so I started coming into the forest every single day, and every day felt better than the last. And I started to be able to really look at who I am, who I want to be, and honor that. Be that without the influence of other people and things. Just be quiet for a while and be who I am. And it felt so good. And one day I was sitting and just enjoying the freedom of electronics, the freedom of other people, the freedom of culture and pressure. I was just sitting there just basking in how great I felt. And I looked over and I saw this rock, which I'll show you. But I was like, there is no way that nature made this. There's no way nature made this. But clearly nature had made it. And it was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. It blew my mind. I had never seen anything like this before. And I picked it up and I took it home, and I immediately needed to know everything that there was to know about this rock, which led me to YouTube, which I had never watched YouTube videos before, but I needed to know about this rock. So I went on YouTube looking for answers, and I found Theo Kellison, rookie rockhounding, and currently rockhounding. And I was like, this is it. This is my community. I lost a community. I found a community. I had lost myself. I had found myself. And that was it. The more I learned, the more I fell in love with these things that some of which were literally forged in fire and pressure. They're so hard they could cut glass. I could identify with those things. But they're also beautiful. And they're also treasures. And that spoke to me. I am also a beautiful treasure. And so are you. And I know it sounds cheesy. I do, but it's the truth. I lost myself somewhere along the way, and I dealt with these horrible things no one should ever have to experience. And while the physical ramifications of those things have faded and passed, the emotional burden was still there, and I was able to leave it. Not just deal with it, but leave it in the forest. And I don't have to be burdened by it anymore. And this hobby isn't just a hobby for me. It's my meditation. It's my therapy. It's who I am inside. And it's who I want to be. It's my inspiration. And I want to share that with you. To share the things that are so important to us with others, right? That's part of the joy. Hopefully it brings you some peace too, and hopefully it brings you some inspiration too. Because you deserve it. We all deserve it. But this is not a tale of sadness and woe. Oh no. This is the origin story of Alice in Mineral Land. So the wonderful Katie invited me to be a part of this week-long event where female rockhounds are sharing our stories and our love of rocks, and it's called A Heart for Rocks. Good name, right? So while you're here, click the subscribe button and then go over to Katie Did Rocks channel. Click the subscribe button over there. And the reason for that is this week-long event, all of these female rockhounds have sent her our trinkets and treasures, and she is putting them all together on a driftwood wreath heart. And she's going to be auctioning that off at the end of the week, I believe this Saturday. So you need to subscribe to her channel so that you can be a part of that event. And you might be able to be a part of that auction, and you might even win all of our trinkets, which is super cool, and the proceeds are going to go to charity. So what could be better than that? Look at all of the other female rockhounds, listen to their stories, get inspired and motivated by all of us, and get out there, get rockhounding. Just do it. Go on, what are you waiting for?